Hello and a very warm welcome to the third edition of ETEducation Annual Education Summit 2026. I am Apurva Shukla and currently with me is Mr. Sribharat, who is the MP Lok Sabha, President GITAM and founder Kautilya School of Public Policy. Please welcome him. Hi sir.
Hi, Apurva.
So the first question that I would like to ask you is that you represent the intersection of education, governance and policy. How can institutions better prepare students to become active contributors to nation building according to you?
I think one thing that's changed is that in the era of social media, people are getting information real time in these reels, social media reels. So access is there, but the point is, are they interested enough to watch that reel? Because it's all algorithmic. If they don't have interest, they swipe past it, they won't get that content anymore. One challenge we've had is many governments banning student politics. So that as a debate within educational institutions has gone down significantly. So many children are not aware of politics, who their politicians are. It's a serious challenge. So we are trying within our state to educate people. I go around to a lot of colleges in my parliament to speak about the responsibility of youth, responsibility of citizens, and why they should participate. Participation doesn't mean that they have to contest, but participation means they at least know what their government is doing and the value of their vote. So this is a large challenge. A lot of the youth are disengaged, I would say, but I think we're making some progress in bringing them back in.
Since you mentioned that a lot of youth is disengaged, right? I want to understand what kind of reforms government is making to keep them engaged, right? What are the kind of steps you guys are taking in that segment?
We're making it easier for them to access government. We're bringing everything on WhatsApp. Like, for example, today in Andhra, we have 500 government services that have been brought onto WhatsApp. It's not that once we bring it, everything will happen smoothly, but the ease of accessing the government has improved significantly. Now, the next step is, will the process be completed in time or not? Now we have at least data to measure in which department are things moving, which departments are things not moving. As we do this, the citizen starts feeling that government is more responsive, more responsible. Then they start following what the government is doing. So this is one such example. The other is, we recently did a student mock assembly. We got one star student from every assembly constituency of the state, 175 assemblies, and we did a mock assembly with them, like a speaker, ministers, and that a lot of the youth really picked it up. They were excited about it. These were young students who were participating. So there are many such ways that you can do. Then in schools, we have, when there is a parent teacher day, now our education minister has mandated that local representatives go to the school during parent teachers day, talk about what the government is doing, so that bridges are being built. So hopefully this will lead to much better engagement in the future.
Since you mentioned about picking the star student, right? The definition of star student is in transition
When it
nowadays,
came to
right?
mock assembly, it was not those who were good test takers. It was those who were giving debates, speeches, who expressed interest to participate. So what we did is, in every assembly constituency, every district, we did a mini version of this, and we saw which students showed interest, and within that, who participated the best, selected them, and then sent. It is not that topper ko bhejenge, aisa nahi hai.
Lastly, I would like to know from you that how has been your overall experience at the third edition of this summit?
So I haven't participated before. This is my first time. I think the first good thing is it started on time, and it was a full hall. These are two good points, and it was comprised of many academics, people academic adjacent. So I saw engagement in the audience. So I think it's a great platform, and if you use the platform well, then good debate happens. If you don't use it, then time gets wasted. So I want to believe that in the inaugural, many of the audience were engaged, and post the session, we had a lot of dialogue. So this is a good thing. I encourage ET to continue to do this. There is constantly this challenge of industry not understanding academia, academia not willing to step out and understand industry. We keep talking about it, not enough happens. But when people come to platforms like this and they meet each other, hopefully bridges are built that will last beyond this.
Since you mentioned this is your first time to ET's Annual Education Summit, hoping to see you again the next year as well. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for your time.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to ET Education social media platform to know more about what's happening right here at the third edition of Annual Education Summit. Thank you.